Hello everybody and welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm the INSANEBRIT and this is the last game of the season, well, the Premier League. I think we're currently third in the league. Either way, we want to break away from whoever's trying to get top four. I think we secured Champions League football now at this point. So next season we will be going into the Champions League. Whether Hazard will be there, I do not know. I like to think that he will be. And thank you so much for hitting 1,000 views on the previous Europa League semi-final. It was a dramatic ending. Aspilicueta missing that penalty. Loftus-Cheek was superb all game. Fantastic. I love watching him play. And I'm happy I got that right because Kante is out of the game. I think he's going to be out of the Europa League final. He may not be. I don't know. We'll soon have to see. We'll see what happens over the next few weeks. And I'm thinking about not only doing the Europa League final, obviously, which is Chelsea versus Arsenal, but I'm thinking about doing the Champions League final, which obviously means I'm going to have to become a Liverpool fan because I don't want Tottenham winning that Champions League. Hell no. So it's ironic how it actually began because I wanted it to be an Ajax versus Barcelona final, supporting Ajax. Then it was me wanting Ajax to beat Liverpool, and now I've got to, cheer on Liverpool against Tottenham. So that's where it's going to be. Anyway, guys, so this week's simulation is Leicester, the last game of the season in the Premier League. What the hell is this? I have made a few changes and a few things because we want to save our best team at this point for the Europa League final. So Hazard maybe is going to be on the bench. Really, I wouldn't even have him on the bench, but whatever. Higuain, Loftus-Cheek's been playing really well, but I feel he's going to play in the final, and if he doesn't, and Kante goes back to that position on that right-hand side, I think we're going to want to save him. It just depends. He may play this game, and I would put him in Barkley's position. Or maybe even back on the right and put Kovacic there or whatever. I know a lot of people are criticising me also for how I'm saying his name. So what is it? Kovacic or whatever. Anyway. So, I think we're going to have, including Kepa, who played really, really well. So, what I'm going to do is leave Kepa out. Caballero's going to go and goal. Luiz in the defence. Cahill is going to get a run out. Zappacosta playing right back. Alonso in the Premier League instead. Jorginho's going to start. Pedro and William on this left and right. And Giroud. To be honest with you, actually, I would have said Higuain, but Giroud's been playing in the Europa League and been doing it all season, so it's not really fair to leave him out in the final. I can't see that happening. I just can't. So he's going to be on the bench. That is the one change I am going to make. So Loftus-Cheek is going to be there for backup. Robert Green, Emerson is going to play in the Europa League final, I believe. Gilmour, we're running out of players because Kante, I'm not too sure where he's going to be. Christensen, I don't know either. I'm assuming he's going to be out this game. And Rudiger's out for the season along with Hudson-Odoi. So we've got quite a few injuries here. And, but like I said, this is a nothing game, so I'm trying to do a bit of filler and rooting around here. I think my one change will be Barkley for Loftus-Cheek, maybe. But other than that, I think I'm pretty much going to get this match pretty much right. Or that's the way I would play it anyway. So anyway, let's start. Now, I know nothing about the Leicester team in respects. I know they're playing well under, what's his name? Oh, that guy. What's his name? Brendan Rodgers, former Liverpool, he was actually the former Chelsea youth coach a few years back, and he just came from Celtic, I believe. I think it's that. And they were winning the league, and he decided to leave, and they're doing quite well, I think, from what I understand. So yeah, sorry guys, there was a lot to say there, a lot of injury updates, a lot of speculation about what's going on. Will Hazard be at Chelsea? Hopefully he is. Who's playing, who's not going to play. This season, we was aiming to win the Premier League. We played really well. And we got to, maybe a cup or whatever else. And that was the goal, and it ended up being a top four and a cup. And to be honest with you, we've got into 2 cup finals, lost to Man City. We're going to face Arsenal in Europa League, which is European, which is brilliant. And we made the Champions League. So it's been quite a successful season in many aspects. Whether Sarri stays or not, I don't know. Do I want him to stay? Yes and no. I can understand if he goes. But anyway, Schmeichel is in goal for Evans and Maguire make up the back four along with Chilwell, whatever. Maddison, Ndidi. We've got Timmonson there, who's an AS Monaco player. Vardy, Barnes and Gray. Or Brighton on the bench, along with Inacio, who's a former Manchester City youth player. So for Chelsea, we've got Caballero in goal. Zappacosta, Cahill, who's leaving Chelsea. Again, I'm just putting him in because I'm not too sure who's going to play in that back four. Jorginho, Barkley, Kovacic makes up the midfield three. Higuain, Willian and Pedro.
Thank you for attending the King Power Stadium.
So go out there, my advice, and simply enjoy yourself, because Chelsea have done their job, and all those other players who are playing, you know, who don't get to play normally, just have a bit of fun, and of course, you know, take it seriously. But you know, we want to get that victory, end on a high, and hopefully we get no injuries for the match against Arsenal, which is going to be a tough match. They've been scoring goals, Arsenal. So Leicester kick it off. Barnes. Chilwell. That's a weird name, ain't it? Vardy. On the ball. Threads it through. Tielemans! Oh, he's at the post! And a follow-up. Brilliant goal! Oh, my God. Great. Chelsea, what are you doing? Unbelievable. In the past two simulations, Chelsea have conceded in the first 2 minutes of the game. This is a record. 1 minute 58 seconds. Unbelievable. A follow-up. Unreal. What a strike. It was a rebound. Caballero went the wrong way. Dive to his right. Oh, man. I can't believe that. Chelsea stunned in the first 2 minutes. They've been direct. They went straight down Chelsea's goal and scored. Very disappointed to have conceded this early on.
Goal for Leicester City.
Chelsea weren't even on the ball once, I don't believe, at that point. Barkley now. Kovacic. Playing out to Pedro on his right-hand side. Zappacosta with the overlap. Puts in a good ball. Oh, great ball. And it's cleared by the right-back, I believe. Great challenge there. No free kick. A strike from distance. It goes over the top from Pedro. But the referee called it back for a free kick or a yellow card. Or was Chelsea lucky enough to get away with a goal kick? And it was a free kick to Leicester. And here is Gray once more. Oh, he's outplayed David Luiz there. Kovacic now trying to intercept. Falling to Barnes now. Challenge, is that a penalty? Zappacosta giving away a penalty. This is going from bad to worse. 7 minutes in. Nothing malicious about it, just a late challenge. Was it just a warning? I don't know. It looked like in the area of a penalty. I think it might be. And it is a penalty. Vardy to take it. This is unbelievable. Chelsea are having a fucking nightmare. It's a big run up. It's Vardy versus Caballero. Slots it away. Oh my God. Unbelievable. What is happening? What is going on? Chelsea, you got... Okay, what are they doing? It's a weird celebration. Chelsea, we got a final coming up. I know the mindset might be on that final, but come on. There's a reason you guys don't play every week. That's what I got to say. This is proving their point. Come on, Chelsea. Oh, Caballero normally very good at with penalties. So as penalty specialist, saves like 3 or 4 out of 5 or 6. You know what I mean? On average, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like they were worried about when Caballero didn't come on that time for Kepa. It was like a tactical change, but he didn't even die for it this time. Chelsea 2-0 down in 8 minutes.
Number 9.
Yes, you're reading that right.
Vardy.
David Luiz. William. On this left-hand side. Jorginho. Barkley. Looking for the overlap now. Barkley once more on the ball. Threads it through to... it's Alonso. And there's a corner for Chelsea. They have to respond. I can't get over how Chelsea are 2-0 down and so fast. Losing 2-0 is one thing, but being 2-0 down in this first 10 minutes is ridiculous. So it's drastically going wrong here. Pedro with the corner now. He's not going to play it short. Header clear. No pressure on the ball. Kovacic now trying to do a few step overs. Bypasses his man. Oh, it's a great challenge there from Vardy. Oh, I thought it was a good challenge. Free kick to Chelsea, and this is David Luiz to take it. Yes, it is. From distance, takes a strike. Deflected for a corner. I think that was Gray with a deflection. Trying to get it just around the wall. Didn't quite work out. Corner to Chelsea. Pedro to take it on his right-hand side. They're going to play it short this time. Yes, they have. William now. Trying to find his way in the box. Passes it across goal. Kovacic now. Nice little back heel. William now. Back post. On his left-hand side. No one there. David Luiz recovers. Alonso. Oh, he's been robbed by Ndidi. I believe that is. Great midfield player, by the way. And now Leicester on the breakaway. Gray down his right-hand side now. Plays it into the centre. Oh, it's like a pass, but half shot. But no one there. Caballero gathers up nicely. The simplest ball we'll take all day, especially after, we'll be appreciative of that, especially after conceding 2 goals early on here. Kovacic now. Passes it to the right-hand side. Pedro on the ball. Waiting for an overlap. Zappacosta now in support. Barkley. Trying to thread it through. Hasn't quite worked out. Blocked off by 2. Tillersman now. Oh, he's bypassed his man with ease. Gives it to Gray. Makes a run on switch of play. Leicester playing really, really well here. This is brilliant from Leicester. Chilwell now coming in. And it's all a poor header from David Luiz. Recovered by, I think that was Cahill. Maddison now puts in a cross. Back post. No. Caballero catches it with ease. Leicester being the better of the 2 teams, not only with 2 goals, but playing the better football. William. Bursting down this left-hand side now. Will he cut inside? He dodges his man. Waits for the overlap. Alonso now with a big cross back post. It's a poor cross. But can Pedro get there? He does. And Chilwell recovers quite nicely. Back in Chelsea's possession now. Coming forward. Higuain. William now. Taking on his man inside the box. Cuts inside. Plays it across goal. And that's Alonso this time. Schmeichel with a good save. Not enough venom on the shot. Gray now. Tillersman now. Oh, just shrugging off 1 or 2 players. He's been brilliant. He's had little spells here and there. And every time I see him, he just bypasses people with these. Gray. I think that was Gray now with the cross. Cleared once more by Chelsea. Ndidi on the ball now. Barkley breaking up play. Breaking forward now. Chelsea trying to hit them on the break. Kovacic now gives it to Pedro now. Down his right-hand side. The left-back chasing him. Gets in a cross. And it's, looked like it was going to be a muddle there. Weren't too sure who was going to get hold of that. Jorginho on the ball now. Trying to bypass his man. Vardy this time breaks it up. Passes it down that right side. And I think Luiz is going to recover this nicely. Nice and easy. Too far ahead. They seem to be having good joy. Gray giving away the ball. That was David Luiz. They're having some joy on this right-hand side. 30 minutes gone. Chelsea 2-0 down. I think they've had 1 decent or semi-chance in this first half. It's been poor. Jorginho. Barkley. Kovacic now. Kovacic, sorry. Higuain. Bypasses his man. And no one really there to support him. He's lost the ball. Chelsea win it back. Alonso. Throws it through to Kovacic now. Puts it into the centre. And it's a good shot. I think that was from Barkley. Hit the post. Goalkeeper attempted to make the save. And now Barnes now trying to hit them on the break down this left-hand side. Plays it into the centre now. Vardy. Tillersman now. Vardy, sorry, this time. Plays it to the right-hand side and it's been blocked off. Good movement. You saw how they all came to attack. Moved as a unit in support of each other. Jorginho now. William. Feels almost like a training game at this point where they're just on Chelsea's perspective, trying stuff and ain't really working out. Come on. Jorginho. William. Alonso with the overlap now. Passes it to Kovacic. Inside the box. And it's nearly came in there for Higuain to header it in. Schmeichel with the grab. David Luiz wins the header. Chelsea back in possession now. Trying to get a foothold in the game. Remember, they're 2-0 down. It's going to be very tough to get back in here. William now with some step overs. Tries to take a strike. Gets blocked off. Tillersman on the ball. Gives it back to the right back. Back to Tillersman now. He tries to play it into the centre and it gets broken up. Chelsea back in possession now. A lively game for, I mean, the chances Leicester have had have been, pretty decent. Not been clinical. But Chelsea are very few and far between. Zappacosta have been below par. Way below par. Zappacosta loses out. Should have got a cross in there. Hasn't worked out. Chilwell now with a ball on this left hand side. Oh, that's brilliant. Is that Barnes with the chase now? Beats his man. Pulls it back and Chilwell now tries to support him. Should have done a lot more with that. Chelsea with the throw. 46 minutes gone. It's ironic that we conceded 2 goals in 10 minutes and Cahill is in that back 4. I'm just throwing it out there. It may be Christensen in real life, but I assume he's injured and he won't be playing. I don't know if it's a nothing game. Save him for the cup final. William now trying to take his man on. Plays it through to Higuain. Oh, and he does. Oh no, it's Kovacic. Sorry, Kovacic. And on that left foot, hit the post. I wonder what would happen if it was Higuain. A little bit more power. Would have dragged it across goal. Vardy with 1 attempt, 1 goal. But it was a penalty, let's be fair. But look at that. 5 shots for Chelsea. 3 shots for Leicester. And yet they've got 2 goals. Unbelievable. A surprising first half, let's be honest. Even if Chelsea were 1-0 down with a shock early goal, we still haven't performed the way we should or can. What will the changes be? In attitude, in urgency? Should be an urgency. Maybe personnel. Higuain now. Got to be stronger. Got to support each other. Alonso wins the header. Indeed, he wins it back. Tillersman, who's been really good this in the first half, along with Gray. Indeed, plays it to Vardy now. Back to Tillersman. Back to Vardy with a strike. Oh, and it was a save from Calavero. Far out distance. He had the guts to take on that strike from that distance. Look at that. Luiz coming across for the block. Didn't quite make it. Good attempt. And Caballero with his fingertips. Left hand. Absolutely brilliant. Corner to Leicester. Across goal. Gray now in possession. Works his magic. Oh, tries to bypass Pedro. Didn't quite work out. 15 minutes gone. Maguire gives it away to Jorginho now. Back to the centre. Kovacic. William. Play back into the centre. Barkley now. Looking to pick a pass on this left hand side. Has to switch to the right. Jorginho. Kovacic now. Holding the play. Waiting for it to kill a pass. Barkley now into the box. Plays it into William. Oh. You can see what they were doing. They were trying to do a typical build-up play. It hasn't quite worked out. Madison, who's coming off for Mendy. Who I believe he is a left back. But he might be putting him on the wing. It is what it is. Short corner for Chelsea now. William plays it across goal. Strike from Kovacic. And it hasn't quite worked out. Jorginho picks it up. Back to William now. Inside the box. Puts in a cross. Oh, and a nice attempted strike from, I think that was Higuain. Couldn't quite get it in. It might be calling for handball, but he isn't going to get it. If anything, it was ball to hand. And that is a corner, I believe, for Chelsea. Yes, it is. Pedro to take it. Playing it short. No, we're not. Oh, it's been completely given away. Oh, Chelsea back on it. Takes a strike from distance with a rebound there. Chelsea looked like, I don't know, like no one knew what that corner was about. And Zappacosta then nearly loses out this time. Nearly gave, could have given a goal away there, Zappacosta. Jorginho now. Zappacosta on his right hand side. Trying to support this right hand side. Pedro ain't been on the ball much, but he has come off the bench in recent weeks and done quite well. And that is a substitution for Tillersman. Wow, why would you take him off for Chowdhury. And Kovacic and Barkley are coming off for Gilmour, Loftus-Cheek. Wow, Gilmour's coming on, a young kid. Well, we're 2-0 down. Might as well throw caution to the wind. Loftus-Cheek is in form as well. And to be honest with you, you know, he probably should have started this game, but it is what it is. Jorginho now, William. And now Gilmour, Loftus-Cheek. Chelsea now trying to thread a few passes together now. Higuain trying to bypass his man. Didn't quite make it. Mendy. Hoofs it upfield. Louise with the interception. Seems to be a little bit more life in Chelsea since those 2 substitutions were made. A little bit more positivity. He's playing little 1-2s now with Loftus-Cheek. He's got strength, pace and power and an eye for goal. And this time it's Maguire with the breaking it up. And Gray is coming off. He was on that right hand side. He did pretty well for Albrighton. I'm surprised Tillersman and Gray's coming off like for them. It's crazy. He played really well. William with the throw. Chowdhury now with the interception. Chowdhury now. Passes it to Mendy. Chowdhury linking up play with Vardy and a few of the others. Chowdhury now. Oh, he's been really good, Chowdhury, since he's come on, threading a few passes together. David Luiz. Oh, Vardy with a great challenge. And Luiz trying to get back at him. Barnes, oh, trying to play it into space. And Vardy didn't make the run. Zappacosta now. Poor first touch from Pedro. Gilmour. Jorginho. Back to Gilmour. Higuain. Jorginho. Switches to play to the left-hand side. Alonso now. Ah, what a poor giveaway. Really poor. I don't understand this. There's been really poor play and poor decisions from the players. Cahill with interception there. Wins the ball in the air. 72 minutes gone. Gilmour plays it into Loftus-Cheek. Back to William now. Challenged by Richard. William. Waiting for a pass. Someone's got to make that run. Alonso does. Back post. Ooh, and an attempted header. Pedro. One of the smallest men on the pitch. Pedro coming off for Eden Hazard, is it? Yes, it is. Not surprisingly. But let's be honest, in this game, if we're third or whatever, he's not really needed if we've secured top 4. But whatever. Or Brighton now, I believe that is. Yes, it is. Taken on the left back. Alonso breaks up play. Luiz. Loftus-Cheek. Gilmour. Hazard now on his right hand side. Gives it to Zappacosta now. Plays it through to Higuain, who loses out. Hazard back in possession now. Back to Higuain. Zappacosta to Hazard now. Takes on his man. Gets in a cross. And nearly given away there by Leicester. Mendy now. Leicester now hitting them on the break. Down his right hand side. Albrighton with tons of energy to take on Luiz. He stops and waits for support though. Chowdhury. Back to Albrighton now. In the centre. Vardy! Ooh. Vardy with a volley. No pressure on the ball. Just him. Maybe had a little bit more time and space than he thought he had. Maybe Cahill a little bit closing him down. But yeah. Like I said, go out there and enjoy yourselves. And, you know, it's exactly what Leicester are doing. 10 minutes to go. Chelsea haven't really looked like scoring, let's be honest. Chowdhury. Mendy. Broken up now. Chelsea now on the attack. William. Alonso with support. Left hand side. It's a good ball in there. He's onside. Higuain. No, he's not. I thought he was onside. It was a very late call. I didn't see that in full motion. It was just a bit. But he was offside nonetheless. Leicester playing it short. Maguire. Chowdhury now. Vardy. Oh, he's played it into Albrighton now. Tons of energy on his right hand side. Inside the box. Pulls it back. Chowdhury. Oh, and Caballero with the pick up. With a good save. From distance. Tried something a little bit different. Trying to surprise the goalkeeper. Loftus-Cheek. I can only assume this performance is based on the fact that they got Arsenal final on their mind in the Europa League. Who's going to play, who will play, won't play, you know. William. Hazard now on his right hand side. Bypasses man, gets a cross in, and indeed this time with a clearance now. Zappacosta now trying to get the cross in. Plays it short into Higuain, who takes a strike, and it was a weak strike. Weird opportunity, but he, you know, instead of passing it across goal, he decided to take a shot.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Mendy. Ndidi. Vardy now. It's Mendy, plays it on down to the left hand side, and their left side player, left winger, hasn't actually ran after the ball. Gilmore. Unusual. Like he hesitated that time. Chelsea now near the end of this game trying to find a goal, and they've had no foothold in this match really at all. Chances very few and far between. Lackluster in spirit, lackluster in performance, no commitment, an absolute nothing game in my opinion. Having said that, they got the wind knocked out of them in the early stages, but that second goal, the second goal in the early stages of the game really put a downer on things, and Chelsea never fully recovered. I've got to be honest with you. As for man of the match, man, I could... You know, Vardy didn't do too badly, but at the same time, it's like Gray did brilliant as well. Then you had Talisman. I'm going to go Gray. He scored the early goal. He played really well for man of the match. Unbelievable. I'm just shocked. This is one of the strangest sims I've ever done, where Chelsea have been so not only have underperformed, but been 2-0 down straight away, but the performance was poor as well. And no matter what substitutions came on, Hazard made a bit of improvement. Loftus-Cheek did as well, but the team just felt like it was like they knew they were all reserve players and they weren't really playing much, and this was a nothing game. That's the AI. You know what I mean? That's what it kind of felt like. Vardy tucked it away. I haven't said that. Leicester, you know, played confidently, played like they were playing for something, and you know, congratulations to them with their victory. I still don't understand that celebration. The Louise played quite well as well. Cahill was virtually non-existent. You know, whatever. It is what it is. And again, they had the confidence to take strikes and distance, testing the keeper. You know, woof. Anyway guys, that is the end of this week's simulation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button. We've got the Europa League final. Then we've got a friendly coming up in the USA, I think, or against the USA team. And then that will be the end of the simulations for... Well, this is the end of the Premier League simulations this year. The European game. And we've got one friendly. And then that is it. And then I'll have to see you guys in the next season. And I'll be keeping an eye on the... transfer market and stuff like that. Maybe tweeting out some things. Who knows? It is what it is. If you're bored and you can't, and you can always go back through. If you've just come onto my channel recently, you can go back through all of Chelsea's season and check out my commentary on the whole season in itself. It will be in completed playthroughs. The 2019 to 18-19 season. It'll be at the very bottom because that's the way YouTube works. It puts everything at the bottom, which is like just been added to the completed playthrough list. So if you want to check them out, you can. But then I'll be doing Road to Glory as well. So that might keep you going as well. I'll switch teams after I completed the Chelsea one, and then after that, I'll, you know, FIFA 20 will be coming out in September at some point. How far away is that? I don't even know. I'm not even too sure. I don't even know what month it is. Anyway, guys, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links will be in the description below. Donate to me via PayPal to help me run this channel, and I will see you next time. Keep the blue flag flying high.